This is a diesel-powered steam cleaning machine. Let's briefly explain how it operates. First of all, we can see these two ports. One is water inlet and the other is manual water inlet. Open this lid and add it directly. This is a steam water tank, and here is a fuel tank, a diesel fuel tank. Be sure not to fill it incorrectly, as incorrect fuel will cause it to malfunction. There is also a cleaning solution inside. Then here is a steam outlet, which connects to a steam gun. This is the steam gun. This is the water intake. The water inlet is connected to the faucet. There are two ways it intakes water. One is manual input, connecting to the water faucet. Outdoors, you can simply fill the tank manually. One joint on this side, and one joint on this side is used for drainage or descaling. As soon as this valve is opened here, air and water can be discharged here. If it is descaled, the machine will be used for about 400 to 500 hours after being used for a period of time. If descaling is to be done, that is, to open and close the valve inside it has a steam, which can be touched by hand. Inside, there's a hole with a butterfly valve. It enters the water pump from the steam tank. Turn off the disc valve. After turning it off, open the on-off valve, and then put the pipe into the bucket of diluted descaling agent. Start the machine, and it will suck the descaling agent directly. Once this valve is opened, you can directly suck it in. Here is the machine's control panel. We open the electrical box, inside which there's a power switch. Please pay attention. The power switch has a button, which is a switch fluctuating between 220 to 230 volts and 115 volts. This depends on your local voltage. If your local voltage is 220 to 230 volts, and you dial it to 115 volts, the switch will burn out. Be sure to pay attention. This is the operation panel. Let's operate the machine now. Operate the machine. I'm not connected to power source right now. This switch is not connected to the power line. Using direct current directly to charge the built-in battery. Then it displays the battery voltage is around nearly 50.5 volts. Then the water pump speed is 500 revolutions per minute. The temperature is 40 degrees now, because I tried steam just now, and the hot water inside has not been completely discharged. We start the hot water, press the heat button, and then the green words will be displayed here. Turn off the steam spray gun. Why turn off the steam spray gun? It's to build up the water pressure. If you don't build up pressure, it won't heat up. Okay, turn on the steam gun. The pressure must be held back to 8 kilograms, about 8 kilograms, about 8 kilograms, and then keep firing, and it will keep heating. If you turn it off, it is overpressurized and does not heat up, so be sure to pay attention to it. There is a process for its heating, not that steam will come out immediately. It has a process, which takes about a minute. You can see that it is heating inside, and the pipe inside is burning. Basically, we can't see the smoke with the naked eye, that is, we can't see the smoke discharged. The temperature is rising now, 64, 65. There are some alarm switches on top, pay attention to them. This is out of water, then both the water pump and heating will stop. If there is no heating, the water pump will not run, and then there is a shortage of oil. If the oil is cut, the heating will be directly stopped. The water pump is continuous. Another over temperature, just stop the heating directly. Overpressure means stopping the water pump. The water pump and heating have to be stopped. Overpressure. Then light sensor, which has a light source detection inside. If its ignition is not successfully detected by the light source, it will inject more fuel for protection. There is also a flow, which is the flow that we have just started to hold back the pressure. You need to build up pressure, and when the flow rate is reached, it will turn on the green light. This is the oil pump, indicating that it is working continuously in the oil spraying state. This oil return means that if you stop heating, you turn off the gun and overpressure it. After it stops heating, this oil return is turned on directly and returns directly to the fuel tank. Just need to ignite it. Ignition is at the beginning of heating, just ignite it for about 5 seconds, then it will automatically stop, cannot ignite for a long time. This is set by us, just ignite it for about 5 seconds, and it will keep burning, no need to ignite again. It's in a burning state all the time. This is the water pump. If the green light is on, it means it's working all the time. If you want moisture, and the moisture is a little wetter, it is to increase the speed of the water pump. The higher the rotational speed, the wetter the steam and the greater the water content. It's at 500 RPM now. Adjust it to 600 RPM or 700 RPM. The maximum speed is 1000 RPM. This is for adjusting the water pump speed up to 1000 revolutions. This down arrow is a reduction in the arrow, that is a reduction in the speed of the arrow. The lower the rotational speed, the drier the steam and the less water content. The minimum motor speed is 500 RPM. How do we turn off the machine? When turning off the machine, first turn off the heating. Turn off the heating, and then the heating display stops. Then adjust the speed to the maximum. In that case, draining hot water will be faster. The motor can be adjusted to 500 RPM, but the drainage is relatively slow. After draining the water, the temperature should be reduced from more than 170 degrees to below 50 degrees, so as to reduce scaling. We just let the temperature drop below 50 degrees, just cut it off, and it will be okay.